Hi children, look at these two photographs that are side by side. Now they look same, right? It's the same bird, okay? And look at it carefully. Let me show you another two pictures. Look at this. Okay, so the second picture that I showed you, do they look very different, right? They look very different. Okay, and the second picture I showed you is an Indian bird of paradise, and it's an Indian paradise flycatcher, and both the birds that you saw is the same bird. It's just that they're two different morphs. They exist in two different colors. Okay, but it's the same bird. And the first picture that I showed you are the same bird. They're both drongos, but one is an ashy drongo and the other one is a black drongo. And the only difference that you can see physically in them is that the black drongo has a, near its beak it has a white spot. And yet, the two drongos that I showed you are very, very different. The ashy drongo comes all the way from Himalayas to this part of South India for the winter, whereas the black drongo stays here, and therefore the needs of the ashy drongo, the kind of environment it needs for it to live in, and the kind of life cycle it goes through is very different from that of the black drongo. Okay, whereas the other bird, the second bird that I showed you, the Indian paradise flycatcher, also comes from Himalayas, and they look so different, right? And we would very easily be mistaken, if we were not a birder, we would be very easily mistaken for it to be two different birds, and yet they are the same. Okay, now having said this, children, let me tell you a small story about something that happened with me a few days back. A month back, four of us friends, when the lockdown got over and things were relaxed, four of us, we've known each other for some time now, so we decided to go on an outing, and all of us had some interest in photographing, so we all said, okay, let's go. So we went to a lake nearby. That lake, very big lake, it's not one of those typically constructed lake, it's an open wild lake, and we were very happy to be outdoors, and we took a little snack and stuff like that. And after we reached there, all of us had a camera in hand, and interestingly, we all went in four different directions. We thought we'll do things together, and at the end of we decided, okay, after 1 or 2 hours, whatever we take, we'll call each other and we'll come back and have food. And interestingly, when we came back, we realized that even though all four of us had gone to the same place, the same lake, our interest in what we did with our camera was very different. From the outside, we all looked like we all were women, we all were in our 50s, we all liked photography, we all liked nature, and we all liked to be outdoors. We were all quite vocal, and we spoke about issues of the environment and everything. But when it came to really deep down as to what the soul wants, we all were different. Four of us are different. I went birding, looking at the details of birds, where they're resting, of course, also identifying birds and where they come from, where do they sit typically, where is a nest if possible. Another lady who came with the four of us, I said. So other lady who came with me, she was landscaping, picturing landscapes, and there were this place, this is December, January, so we have these birds with painted stalks, and these big birds that come from very far of Siberia and beyond that. So we have these big birds. So she was clicking that kind of the more interest was in a larger picture, whereas I was picturing the small thing, the small birds, the finer details. Another lady who came with a camera, she was clicking macro photography, small, very details of flowers and whatever she could find. And the fourth one, the one who came along with us, was actually looking at the entire place, how the trees gel with the place, and she had no interest in birds. She was actually looking at small animals and whatever she could find on the edge of the lake. So four of us on the outside look very similar, but we were actually what the soul really craved for when we had a real free time was completely very different, right? Now, two things I have told you about the birds, two birds which look very similar, but actually are not, the needs are different. And another set of birds, Indian paradise flycatcher, which though they look very different are the same. Children, so in us as people also, on the outside we might look like we are very similar or we have common interests, and we tend to sort of be along with the group, but actually what the soul wants, if we can identify, that would be really beautiful, because what the soul wants need not be essentially will not be more often than not what the other one wants. Even though everything might look similar, we are in the same class, we go to the same school, our parents might be working in the same place or living in the same apartment, and we all have common interests in how we wear clothes or what. But what actually deep down what we want is may not be the same, no, children. So this is the third series in our assertiveness, that if we can identify the differences and tend to not compare and identify our uniqueness and cater to our uniqueness, our self-esteem would go higher up. We don't compare because we know that each one of us is completely unique with a set of things that we really not need deep down, and that will help you being assertive. This is my need, and if I can identify that need, I can tell myself this is my need and this is what I need to go forth with. So I urge you children to identify your need. What is it that you deep down need, even though your friends might have some other interest, and you may also want to belong, but at some point in time you will need to diversify. And if you follow somebody else, your heart is always craving for something that is not available to you, and therefore bringing your self-esteem down. Okay, so here I am telling you and urging you to identify your unique needs, and let's follow what our dreams are. Let's follow where our soul takes us. Let's follow where our heart takes us. Let's follow what we really dream for deep down, what we really mean to ourselves. Okay, so until then, next time, ciao, bye.